Okay, the weight of the tool is the next thing. So we've just spoken about the handle design, but you also need to think about the weight of the tool. The recommendations are that the tool should be less than 2.3 kilos if the hand tool is being used away from the body or above shoulder height. It should be 1.4 kilos or less for tools operated with one hand, 0.4 kilos for precision tools to allow for good control. The tools basically above these recommendations, they should be supported by a counterbalance or a tool holder or an articulated arm. I'm going to show you an example of what's called a spring balance or a counterbalance. What she's doing there is just adjusting the counterbalance or the tension of the spring. And then what that allows is matching to the weight of the object. So now it's basically weightless, the object, and it's because it's being supported by a spring balance. This is really useful in situations where somebody's working at a workstation and they're going to be using that tool over and over again. You can support the weight of the tool using one of these spring balances. And as mentioned before, the center of gravity also needs to be considered because it determines the balance of the tool. In this case, the center of gravity is here and it's pretty close to where the person's gripping here. The closer it is, the more balanced the tool's going to feel. If the weight was all the way over here, that's going to increase the distance. And with leverage, that's therefore going to create more force that the person's going to need to apply to hold that object.